All right. Good morning, everyone. It is 10:22 in the morning on June 4th, 2021. It's Friday. I'm going to call it early here today. I get to do a $264 recap. Not quite hitting my goal of $500 a day here. Um, well, I mean, it's 264 bucks. So, it was worth a couple hours of the day. All right. So, um, I ended up trading DOCU, TRGP, and LEDS. Yeah, let's just go over it. Take a look at the charts. It'll be easier to explain. I'll start with DOCU. So my original, let's get the Fibonacci out of the way. So my original levels were down here at 203.29 and 201.79. And it just wasn't doing that. It wasn't going to go down there. So what I decided to do is I was watching it. It opened here. Let's get that out of the way. So it opened and it went from 210 here up to 216, 216.68. And so I was watching, and then so after the initial, buy the open crowd came in, they took profits right in here. And so it bobbled around, and I decided, well, here's the top of the last profit taking candle right here at $215.44. And so I got into 60 shares right there at 215.44 and wound up getting $2.84, and on 45 shares, I got $2.84 of profit, and then on 15 shares, I got $2.96 of profit. So I took it from 215 here up to we'll call it 215.44 up to about 218.30 roughly. So yeah, actually, it's right here. I sold right at the top of this candle right here. So I bought on this candle and I sold on this candle. The high on this candle is 218.41. And as soon as price started pulling back from this range right here, from this high right here, I was worried that it was going to break back down below this this sell-off candle again, and so I sold. But $3 a share. 1% was $2.15. So I almost got $3 a share. Almost a little bit more than 1% per share on that trade. Then, so I attempted to trade it again, and it actually popped up right here on this candle. So if we go back to the high here, this is the high of the sort of the opening range right here at 221.74. And I almost got in at the break of 221.74 on this candle right here, that candle right there. But fortunately for me, price movement, it moved so fast that I really didn't have an opportunity to get in. And it's kind of nice because it just fell back down again anyway. So I was like, okay, well, so, the break of this candle will be very bullish. The break of this high right here will be very bullish. And so I got in right here and then got out right there for $1 loss on 60 shares, about $1, a little bit less than $1 loss on 60 shares, and said, okay, well, screw it. This trade's over with. But then you can see over here, it decided to break that 222 level and just make a nice run up there to 225. Would have been nice to have been in that trade. I didn't take it. I wasn't confident in it. And so, after that, I was kind of like, yeah, I think I'm done trading for the day. I think, I definitely didn't end the day with as much profit as I would like. But I've only been doing this full time for a little over 2 years, although I've been trading since, on and off since 2006. I still have some learning to do as far as entries and exits and reading the charts. So I get to be happy with $264 of profit. Okay, then I traded 100 shares of TRGP, and I made on TRGP, I made 5 cents per share on 100 shares here. And I got in, okay, so first of all, TRGP wasn't going anywhere near my levels. Nobody was taking profit. People were just, well, it opened here, ran up, and came back down and held its open. So a really good entry would have been down here at 44.85. But I was like, okay, well, let me get in on the break. Let me get in on the break of the high of morning, the first minute candle. And so I did that, and it went up. I was in at roughly $45.41, maybe a couple cents higher than that. And it didn't. Started making a nice run. It started looking like it was going to run, but then started pulling back. And I sold it. So I bought it right here, and I sold it somewhere right there. So just kind of meh, not a great trade. The stock was just really grinding, and actually, you know what? The volume was kind of slow. The price movement was kind of slow, and I think that if it were moving faster, if there were more shares being traded, I would have been more likely to have stayed in. But it wasn't moving very fast, and so I rolled out. All right, the next LEDS. So okay, yeah. All right, so LEDS went through its first. There's actually a small pullback right here that was a good buying opportunity, but I didn't take it, and so I waited. I was like, okay, well, let's wait until it decides to pull back a little bit, and so it pulled back and then broke back through this price again. And what I really liked about this setup also is that I had a little bit of a volume confirmation. You can see volume was moving up, and then the red candle, this little pause right here, this was a lower volume red candle, and then it started, the green candles had higher volume. Then we had some lower volume red candles. So it was like, okay, if this thing breaks 22.75, that'll be a good spot for an entry. On this one, I made about 35 cents per share on 400 shares. And I bought on this candle, and then as soon as it hit a little bit over 1%, actually as soon as it hit 1%, I sold, and I got filled really well. I actually would have gotten, if I'd gotten filled where I hit the sell button, I would have only gotten like 23 cents of profit. But fortunately for me, I sold and got cleared at like just over, what was it, 35 cents, so just over 23.10. So I got filled at a pretty decent price there. It was nice. And then the last trade there on the list was DOCU again, and I already went through that one. Already went through that trade where I lost $60 on it right there. So not a bad trading day. It's green, so it's not bad. It's not as large as it could have been, certainly, but I get to be happy with my results. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. I've got a 5-year-old who has a half day today at kindergarten. I'm going to go pick him up after I get a little bit of an early lunch. And that's pretty much it for me today. All right, everybody, good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you for Monday morning's strategy session. Have a great weekend, everyone. I am out.